irreverent young man. Very, very giving. Very, he was fun. He would always do these little raps in the van when we were sort of driving to set, and be the life of the party. Stone Cold was really, it was funny because, probably with both of them, when you go into the public, Stone Cold was more one of those traditional wrestlers. Whenever he was walking around in the public, he'd be sort of like, he'd be up, 7 foot tall, just kind of, And then when you're in public with him, he was like, oh, what's my snake impersonation? And he was, we'd be eating breakfast at the hotel and like some little waitress would come down and be like, shaking, and he'd go, oh, hi. Oh, I'm Stone Cold. He was just the complete opposite. When he wasn't in the big public eye, having to be the wrestler. And very much, I think he might be from Texas or something like that. He was very much a gentleman, so everything was kind of like sir and ma'am and all those wonderful expressions from the South, all that area, that kind of gentry stuff. So yeah, he was lovely. But then you get into a scene with him, and I remember in one scene with John Cena, we're in the middle of the scene and we're fighting each other, and we're whacking, and suddenly he threw his punch and he hit me right in the face. And I got punched, I got decked by John Cena, right in the jaw. I remember seeing the stars and everything, and at the time I had to kind of like, it was funny because he sort of punched me, and it hit me from this side, and I went flying, and I remember landing on the ground going like, oh my Lord, I just got punched in the face by John Cena. And the cameraman was like on the ground, kind of like filming from there, and I remember going like, oh, this is going to look really good. That's kind of when I got knocked out, yeah, I ended up, doing this fight scene, with John Cena, getting punched in the face, and then at the same time we were doing this other sort of, exchange, and he was using his forearm to block like this, and I was coming in with a left hand sort of blow, and he was blocking onto my forearm here, and this part of my arm got sorer and sorer as we were doing the scene. They kept on doing it over and over again, and suddenly I noticed it was starting to turn purple. And then it went rock hard, like purple and rock hard, it was hemorrhaging basically. It was bleeding inside my forearm. Because his move was going like this, and the bone on his forearm, on his wrist, was hitting the soft flesh of my forearm really hard. And it swelled up to a point where they sent me to a hospital. And I had to go and the doctors said, well, you have a trauma on your forearm now. You've got this trauma it's bleeding, internal bleeding, and you shouldn't do any more fighting, which of course I couldn't not fight. I was in a scene from the movie with John Cena. So I had to go back on set, and I just kept on going, and the producers said, we've heard from the doctors, and I said, no, let's just keep going, And then I ended up on the film with Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? It's called The Condemned. And we were doing this one scene on this volcanic island, and I was really jacked. I really worked out hard for this particular film and felt really strong. I was running up, and I was this guy called Paco. I was like this Mexican. Did anybody see The Condemned? It was like a bunch of guys get thrown on an island, and they're all ex-criminals, and for a live pay-per-view show where they all have to run around the island and kill themselves. Last man standing is the winner, right? And so I'm playing this guy called Paco, who's there with his, I'm there with my Mexican girlfriend, and we're running around, and I had to say some line like, "Con el puño le voy a matar," which means with my fist I'm going to crush your skull or something. But anyway, so I'm running up the edge of this island that was volcanic rock, and it was really, quite difficult to get a footing on it, and I was sort of like, having to be really aware of the ground as I ran up, and as I came around a rock, Stone Cold Stephen pops out, right? Old Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm going to go back a little bit. I remember the time that I actually landed this role. I was at my sister's house painting the walls. I was painting her house, and and my two nephews were playing WWE wrestling on a video game. And one of them was actually playing Stone Cold Steve Austin. And my phone rang, and I'm painting this wall, and I answered, and I went, hey, and it was like my agent. She said, Manu, we've got some great news. You landed that movie, The Condemned, with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, serious? Oh, awesome. And I got down, I'm like, and they're going, oh, what's up, Uncle? Hey, what's up? I said, I landed this movie with, the guy you're playing there, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And my nephew's like, oh, rubbish, Uncle. No, seriously. It's a crazy story. And then these nephews, I took them up with me because they were so into the whole idea of Stone Cold. I took them up, we all drove in a car from like New South Wales to Queensland. It was like going from here to Chicago or something in a car, 15 hours drive or something. And all the way in the car, my nephews were going, oh man, when I meet Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm going to be like, oh, cheers, Stone Cold. How you doing, man? Like, I'm his nephew. And I play you in the video games. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So, anyway, we got to the set. And I took my two nephews on there. And Stone Cold gets up, and I'm like, he's Stone Cold Steve. These are my two nephews. And he got up and he was standing there, and they're like, and I said,